Can you trust us? I believe you can.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
It's too bad this tiny reflector doesn't do anything out here, out of the shot. I'd have to bring it in there, but if you time it just right, it just looks like part of the door frame. You can balance it. So, can you trust us? So let's face it, YouTubers are morons. They have the gear that we want, and they've reviewed it. It's like, okay, but can we trust them? What are their agendas? Are they paid under the table with rat money? I can only speak for myself, but I have opinions on other people's reviews. I've come to learn a couple things after having reviewed many products, but whenever a company reaches out to send me something, first, it has to interest me. I'm not gonna just, oh yeah, I'll review it. A small rig battery door adapter. And we can make your battery door 15 times heavier if you want. Solid though. For me, I like lenses. Ideally cameras, but that's rare. No company trusts me. The odd light, that's fun to do. A little filter here and there, and we got it. But what I focus on, whenever I'm reviewing a product, I want to see, is it good for me? I don't care what you think about the review. I want to see, like, can I use this? If I was to buy this, how does it perform? What are its weaknesses? I hunt for the flaws because I want to know. I don't know why. I was put on this planet to find faults. It's like, you're bad at this. I'm a pest and a nuisance to society, but I do my job. Not good. I don't do a good job. I suck at mine. I might have t-shirts available in the shop to signify such dignity. Available down below. Wow, we got them. But I tell you, not everybody has the integrity I do. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't care about selling a product. I never once am thinking, okay, we got to get these affiliate sales. I just post the link. I don't give a shit if you buy it. It's great when you do. Thank you. It helps. I get checks. I love getting checks. But I'm not going to lie to you. And this Cobra light, I made a video. I reviewed it. It's great. I love the thing. It's tiny. It's cheap. It's quiet. Like, what more could you want? I just found out I turned it up to 100% max and it's like flickering. It can't handle it. That wasn't even in my review. You can't trust me. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I didn't ever test it at that high because you would never need it. It's probably at like 20% right now. It's too bright. It's too ass bright with this negative chrome lux. Whatever the fucking profile is in here. Classic neg. So there's two ways you have to look at a YouTuber reviewing a product. One, he's probably a moron and he doesn't know how to review things unless he's Gerald Undone or somebody who's just studied it in a past life. Magnets everywhere, numbers. He studies math at night. 6 times 7 is light. 6 times 7 is light, and that's his mantra. I've seen him do it. And yes, I'm holding a grudge to Gerald Undone for not including me in his video, and I will continually tease and harass him online and bully him till he gives in. I switched to classic chrome. So one, YouTubers are moron, me leading the list in that field of idiots. But then there's the side agendas. You don't know if you can trust somebody. Are they getting paid or do they care? Some YouTubers really care. Like they want these companies to send them more products. So they do a review favorably, knowing that like, okay, look, I said a good thing about your product. You'll send me more, right, next time? Like, I don't care about that. If you release something shit like that Feu Tech, it was garbage. It was a tiny sensor. Now, in 2021, why did I look at my flip screen for the date? It's not even on there. But you're going to release something like that now? Like, we already have the DJI Pocket 2, which sucked, with a bigger sensor. Like, it's superior in every way. I thought they were going to charge, like, less than Fimi Palm 2 money. And they asked us, how much should we charge? And I was like, well, it's shittier than the Fimi Palm 2, and that has a mic jack, so less than $200. Things like $400. What the hell are you doing? So I'm just letting you know, like, I did not like that. And I saw other reviews and they don't seem to mention the terrible audio. It's in there. I see some people editing the audio. I watched some reviews after and they're like doing everything they can to jazz it up, and just let's be real. Let's be real. The ZVE 10, I tried. That was me being nice. I trashed the thing. I told you it's got a 45% crop. Like, every time Sony releases a vlogging cam, they have to zoom right into your pores. I don't understand the crop wide lenses. Like, it's a very simple concept. I hold it handheld, we see lots of the world. Sony's like, okay, no. Let's zoom in 15 times. Do you mind? You do. Yeah, we mind. Every single person that reviewed the ZV-1 minded. They're like, I wish the lens was wider. Then you come, okay, we had a 45% crop. Will you buy this? No. So when I was watching reviews of the ZV-E10, most of them were glancing over that. Just, oh, yeah, there's a bit of a crop with the stave. And then they move on to the next thing. It's like, that's half the screen. Gone. That's a big deal. So I like to find these flaws and tell you about them so you don't waste your money. And I don't like consumerism where we're just like always lusting after the greatest gear. And you got enough. You got enough. As long as you have a Fuji with classic chrome enabled. That leaves me to wonder, are the YouTubers being paid in Eterna bleach bypass-like dollars to avoid the key questions? I don't trust one single YouTuber to give me all the answers I need. I trust many. I trust Gerald Undone. I know he's doing the work. I like DP Review. They do stuff, but what did they just review? I think it was the Sigma 150 to 600 wildlife lens. I was so excited to see it. Not one video clip of the stave. I wanted to see how's the handheld stave, the autofocus. Chris, you photographer taking piece of shit. I hope a piece of rhubarb stabs through your other foot right through your kneecap. Let's kill on sight. Where was Jordan to save us in that episode doing the video shots? He just didn't care about telephoto, I guess, but that hurts. So like, I trust DP Review to give me the information, but they don't do in-depth enough for video. It's only Chris and his taking pictures of his kids. Who would ever do that? I would, but only in the eternal profile of life. Why am I randomly switching profiles? Nobody cares. There's some people on YouTube that are very trustworthy, like Angry Photographer. If he reviews a lens, I'm like, you know what? I believe him. If he says it's sharp wide open, it's sharp. Mr. I don't have affiliate links. Anybody who does is, they're taking advantage of you. I have affiliate links. I need them. I was curious what he was going to say about that Pergear 60mm macro, because it was trash, and I was trying to show you, it's like, okay, it's a lot softer than the Sony, but that's to be expected, and it was terrible. And he said it was like the worst lens he's ever seen. So thank goodness, he knows. I trust most YouTubers, it's just I have to watch them with a fine eye, and I know that they're being nice about it. The faults, they kind of glance over them so they're not too harsh. I'm working on that. Just being more tactful, like telling you about the flaws, but not just only focusing on that. Like the ZV-E10 review, I was like, okay, I don't like what they've done. This is clearly an A6300 recycled parts. I would never, but it was so cheap. I was like, okay, that's a lot cheaper than it used to be. And if this was released in 2016, I would have been so excited. Like, that's what I wanted. When the A6300 came out, I was like, why no flippy screen? This has it. And digital stave with a tiny 45% crop. It's bad, but just try to understand, okay, it's really cheap. I would never buy it, but it's there for those who need it. Sometimes I'm a little harsh though, like Fayutech. I showed them that review before it was finished, and they were like, oh God. They're like, I'm so sorry you seem to have a negative experience. We're working on some things for the firmware, and feel free to not publish that. I mean, you don't have to. Don't even have to. It's like, I'm doing it. This is going out. I was a bit harsh on that one. It was decent. It looked actually really good compared to the Fimi Palm. It's just the audio, and they didn't send me the jack. Like, why do you do that? Why would you send us the thing without the audio jack? Every review is going to have terrible audio. So, I don't get it. I just switched to F-Log. We were in Eterna, now F-Log to Eterna. The dynamic range increase has blown you away. Huh? Just a little side tangent here with the F-Log and the zebras. I no longer see the zebras at 80%. They don't work like they should. They're still not on my face, 80% zebras. Now they are. You're trying to tell me that's 80%? This should be perfect exposure. 80 disappeared. What? So I don't know about y'all YouTubers, but I sleep like a baby at night knowing my reviews are going out there. I'm just being honest. I'm letting you know every fault. Maybe I focus a little too much on the faults sometimes, but it's fun. I gotta let you know I don't want you to spend money. That's the thing. It's a weird balance. Like, I really do want you to spend money through my affiliate links. At the same time, I don't want you to waste money and buy things you don't need. So many people buying, like, if you already have a camera that was released in 2012 and up, you don't need anything else. Be real. If you're in the market, though, for one, shop around down there. I have links available to you. All I can say is be honest. You'll feel better about yourself. You might not get the most opportunities to review things. I don't have a bunch of companies reaching out. I do, the smaller ones, the knockoff ones. Like, I don't know what happened with my relationship with Fuji Canada. I was in on the XS10 launch. I thought I made a great review. I just told you, like, the IBIS is not as good. It's not as good, but it's cheap, it's nice. I thought it was a very balanced review, and then they just kind of stopped. They ghosted me. They didn't let me know about the 18mm launch, and now I'm asking them for, like, old lenses to review, and they're like, oh, sorry, we don't have any of those. And like, you don't have the 70-300 or the 100-400? Like, they don't even want me looking at their lenses. I don't know why. I'm a Fuji ambassador, basically. I praise them, their color science. Sure, I don't know how to use the camera. It autofocuses on zebras and shit. That's on you, not me. I'm rambling. I see it. I'll leave. But thank you for watching the video. What do you think? Do you trust YouTubers? That's a fine line. I can only speak for myself. I know my integrity. It's intact. I can't say the same for some of y'all. But keep on trying. Try harder next time. Don't be afraid to say a little, oh, this is thing. That PGY Tech bag, that's heavy. Didn't hear one person mention that. Feels like a full frame camera in there already. I'm gonna go. After you buy a Fuji Assassin t-shirt. Or an I suck at my job shirt. Subscribe to me.